Ladies and gentlemen, introducing in studio the fastest man in Africa.
Exactly.
Do you know how big Africa is? Huh?
But I think it's 7B, yeah?
Yes.
7 billion.
And you
Now,
know, if you throw away the Makata map, and you draw the real map of the world, Africa is the biggest continent.
Exactly.
Tukiambiana tu ukweli.
Now,
Hapa saa tudanganyani.
uh-huh.
This man is the fastest man in the biggest continent on this earth.
Not
Sisi.
Yeah. Hiyo ndio ukweli, mnamunipeleka bali mtanipeleka.
Now look at it this way. There are 7 billion people.
Yes.
You are told to run. Then
Yeah.
anyway, what Peter Kirumba can run in 7 days, this guy does it in 9 seconds. This is Sport FM, and we told you we are the only sports station doing this. And I am introducing a man that Kenya respects, a man that the world respects, a man that Africa is proud of. And I cannot do justice to his name better than he can do it himself.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be introducing my guest right now so he can introduce himself to Kenya and the world again.
Yep.
The world knows you already anyway.
They just need to hear the name of the voice
and the
behind
voice
the mic.
Full stop. Evo too.
The world just needs a reintroduction.
So who are we talking to?
I'm Ferdinand Omanyala.
Yes.
The fastest man in Africa, Commonwealth champ, African record, both 100 meters and 150 meters.
Wow.
Multiple national champion, and a businessman.
Wow.
Now, I would never have done it better than that. Anyway,
Ungejaribu aje?
ninge hata hii ni hata ile ingine.
Ungejaribu kuwapato ranking.
Diamond, you're very unfair to me. In fact, the whole of this afternoon, you have been very unfair to me, by the way. Now,
say we're in the presence of stardom.
No.
Greatness.
Yes.
That's the right
Greatness.
word. Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
let's focus.
I'm liking his attitude already.
Yes, of course.
You know, if I'm great, Diamond, let me tell you.
Yes.
The day I become the greatest radio presenter in this country,
You will let me
you
know.
will know. Hey, E-Town. Mtakuwa mna amani. Anyway, I think I'm like 4 minutes late. But don't worry, I'll compensate that. So whoever, if anybody had paid me to play his music, leo ningerudisha pesa. Because I am not playing any music right now.
Good
Now,
stuff.
Fadi,
Yep.
welcome to Sport FM.
Thank you so much.
And number one, I'd love for everybody in Kenya to know.
Yeah.
Huh? Let me put my scope that small.
Yeah.
Because I think the world knows and is in awe of you already. So, for the first time listener of this radio station, who is Ferdinand Omanyala?
Yeah, Ferdinand Omanyala is that. I mean, once you hear that name, the first thing that comes to your mind is speed, because that's what the world knows me for. But I wear different hats. I'm a student. I'm a police. I'm a dad. I'm a businessman, and above it all is I'm a sprinter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did it come to happen? Because where did it start? Where did the idea get? Where was the idea birthed? Because me growing up in this town, and even at home, all my life, I've known Kenyans for long distance.
Yeah,
running.
that's what the world knows Kenya for. Yeah.
So, having you conquer Africa, conquer the world, and like you are Kenyan,
Yep.
Sometimes I needed to see you to pinch you to nisikie utasema na lugha gani,
Yeah,
because
but many people think I'm not Kenyan.
Kenyans are not sprinters.
Yeah, people thought I was raised in the US, or South Africa, and I mean that a lot.
Okay.
But mimi msanii nimelelewa hapo Ushago. I've grown.
Hebu tuambie Ushago ni wapi kwanza?
Mimi ni mtu wa Tongareni.
Tongareni. Ndani.
Pale kwa Yesu.
Unaendaka pale. Uko ndingo.
Uko ndingo.
You read my mind. You guys have them hapo kwa Yesu.
Yeah, so I've grown there. Like my basically all my life nilikam Nairobi nikiingia kampo like
umekuja Nairobi kama mtu mzima tu
unajijua exactly nilikam Nairobi after form 4
ukalanda mtaa gani ya kwanza
my first place was in Masimba some place in Kayole that's where I live
wewe ni kijana wa Yongo Tole wakina Calligraph Jones
nimeishi Kayole nimeishi Huruma nimeishi John Saga pale Raunda
wewe ni Muislando jo
mbaya
so unajua social ya pale Masimba
najua by the way najua place because tulikuwa tunaishi nyuma ya shule kuna field kuna shule
Mwangaza hapo
unatoka huko
ngoja mwambie pale unatoka
mimi
sema usiogope
sahi naishi Obama Estate unaisikia
najua Obama Estate
ndio hiyo kama Omanyala anajua Obama Estate nyinyi ni kina nani
hawajatembea Nairobi
Obama Estate
hawajatembea
Fadi wewe ujui ile ngori umeniletea hapa sasa
umetuharibia
yes at Sport FM tunasema Ferdinand Omanyala knows Obama Estate who are you the listener and everyone else in the world we don't care
haya sawa kijana
hiyo
utatumaliza hapa
nimeongeza gangster points hapa
vibaya
between leo na Monday we won't hear the last of this
amtongelea hiyo
itapostiwa mpaka kwa status yake
ala
Omanyala knows Obama Estate
ni kama kwa mnamfinya sana but it's okay
now ulifikiriaje kwa sprint ama dream yako ya kusprint ilitoka wapi ulikuwa unafanya nini before ufikirie mbona nisitoke tu mbio
no ilikuwa trial and error
okay
because it was a trial and error because my dream was to become a rugby star
okay
I played rugby in high school
umecheza position gani
nilikuwa winger
no wonder
hakuna nipe hiyo ball niache watu kwa
so let me give you a bit of story about rugby
yes
so you know when you get into high school and it's mnaenda PE and then people are like competing so unasema yeah man I have leg speed
okay
so tupishane kiasi
unamchallenge
so ile tu just competing among the classmates nikaona manzeni kwa speed so they came interclass rugby
okay
so they knew this guy is faster so one of the guys weka ujamaa kwa wing so the guy was one of the guys when wako kwa national school team tells me the only thing you do just run so ni Miss One you know Miss One is like they pass the ball and miss like one or two players and then gets the wing
okay
so the only thing I was told that week was catch this ball and run without any skill without anything I got this class to the finals
wewe shika tu hiyo ball
weka kwa ile
unaona kwa ile
toka mbio
fika pale
usikanyage tu nje line just run straight
uweke pale
na mtu akitokea mbele yako unajua sana nilikuwa bado nimejenga kiasi wewe mgonge tu don't step don't do anything just pass through that guy yeah
simple
instructions that's what I did and we went paka finals the rugby interclass and that's how I got picked up to play for the school team so the rugby coach no I was form 3 then no form 2 sasa so form 3 coming into form 3
yes before that ulikuwa unafanya sport gani
hiyo time nilicheza hockey nikacheza basketball football ndo ilikata cause I think I was too fast cause most of the time nilikuwa nikipasiwa ball
wewe ushaenda
yani sikuwa najua calculate
na offside ndio zako
mbaya zilikuwa
ball inapita nyuma yako tu ushaenda
so rugby ilinishina but form 1 form 2 I tried all these other games hockey it was because my desk mate alikuwa anacheza hockey and akagongwa macho alikujanga after training day fulani his eyes hapa kwa eyebrows was wide open so I said that's my last day in that pitch
na hiyo ilikuwa ni hockey stick mengi hapo
hiyo ni hockey stick
ukasema we don't want to feel that that experience no
basketball I was in Kamsinga so basketball was high
friend school
so
my friends unajua kina Kapian ushawasikia na kina Boku walicheza zamani huko there is a basketball who was
kina Taila Okari
ulikuwa kina Okari
yeah so basketball was a thing
that school is good it's well equipped man
it is
yes
and they're very good in sports so kitu nilifanya katoka basketball was because there was a lot of discipline I was not so much disciplined in form 1 form 2
good thing
and you're in the disciplined forces
good thing that you
later in life
you are admitting that you had no hakuna kitu mzuri kama kujijua kwanza
it was tough because now they want me to perform so well in class they want me to you know like the discipline aspect that comes with it I didn't know that it's going to help me later in life but I left basketball so that's how I fell into rugby pitch and then I was coached I fell in love with rugby I was a very good winger. I played against Kakamega. I scored tries. I scored tries against any school that we were playing against.
Kuna mtu hajai kufeel kwa rugby pitch.
Wasawa amenifeel.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Wasawa amenifeel.
Wanakutambua.
So after that ndo nikaingia campus as I was called to do Bachelor of Science in Chemistry in Chiromo campus.
Kapanda basi.
Nikapanda basi Mbukinya pale. Tumetua jiji.
Ukapewa mpaka ile mgomba wa ndizi.
No, hiyo time za hakuna. Because now I was getting into the hostel.
We know where I'm stage. Nani alikupeleka stage? Yeah, first you are leaving home.
No, my dad.
Your dad.
My dad ndo alibook basi akasema sasa mtoto wangu I release you. You're going into the world.
Yes.
Yeah, go Ian Konga.
Ndio. Asante.
So came in, joined Mean Machine. It was tough. Mean Machine was tough because the level of play is high.
Ilikuwa juu.
Now I say numbers were high as well, so everybody wants that number.
Plus you are green.
Yeah, I mean like you know high school rugby and club rugby is completely different. So I said no, I can't manage this space. So I went and looked for a lower level club.
Okay.
So at that lower level club.
Na ni mtu unajitambua
Of course.
You always gauge yourself. Nimekusikia ukisema I was not disciplined then sasa umesema level yangu ilikuwa chini nika yani wewe accept.
In life you have to accept so that you can move forward.
Okay.
You don't fit in everywhere. Okay. So you have to accept your space so that life can be
kila kitu ni
easier.
seasons.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I moved to a lower level club of which I say everything happens for a reason because it's in that club that I met a guy who told me I think your speed is too much for these guys in the field.
Okay.
Because I was getting an MVP every game. I was getting an MVP every game and nobody would touch me on that pitch. So my dream was to become a rugby star.
Okay.
So I was trying to follow that path so that it leads me.
Who was your inspiration wakati una dream kwa rugby star ulikuwa unaona
you remember the 2015-2016 team? That team was good. So my dream
in part of a team like that.
Yes, kina Kolo walikuwa wananiinspire sana. So I was cutting those images zingine zilikuwa kwa
unaziweka
like I used to admire those guys. Yes. So I wanted to be there one day. So that was my dream.
It's the team that won the Singapore Sevens.
Exactly.
Yes.
Ushaikutana na mmoja wao.
Yeah.
Unasikia kafiti
How
are you? You are starstruck.
Mbaya. Then
now this guy you're saying you met.
Yeah.
Who was he? Was he renowned? Was he a famous person?
No, he wasn't a famous person, but he used to he had done a bit of athletics before he came to play in rugby.
Okay.
And he had done a couple of African championships in 100 meters.
Kwa hivyo ni knowledgeable person.
Alikuwa anajua. So he guided me. Akanipea calendar, akaniambia there's always athletics, go when it's free registration, which still happens up to now. So ukisema unajua mbio, the calendar is almost out. So you just go to that event. So it happens in different places in the country. So the first one that year was in Mumias.
So Omanyala, you never participated in athletics in your school days?
In high school? No.
You had never even until you met this guy. Athletics was not in your mind.
I never had any idea that there's even sprinting in Kenya.
And you're the fastest man in Africa.
I know, right?
The 11th fastest man in the world.
10th actually.
10th size, eh? Thank you for the correction.
Yeah, 10th. We're still on the top 10 list. We'll get faster.
Na ulianza ukiwa mtu mzima?
Exactly, when I was 20.
You had no youth training?
No.
Oh my God.
So, if you had started earlier, Noah Lyles will be here begging.
No, but I say, I mean,
I'm just trying to imagine the potential that you show, and it's something you started in your adulthood.
I know.
What if you had started as Kina Bayanda Walaza?
No, I mean,
that
like
is what I'm talking about.
Everybody has his own journey, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I could have started earlier. Maybe I couldn't even get here because I could have started the juniors, and most juniors, it's very hard for them to transit into senior level. So I always say that everybody has his own journey. Destinies zetu ni different.
So anyway, you're satisfied with the journey you've taken?
I'm completely satisfied with how I started.
You don't regret not starting earlier?
No.
It has not hindered you from achieving anything?
I mean, those guys who start earlier end up retiring early as well. So you retire when you're not open-minded, when you haven't seen what the world throws to you and you can...
Okay, let me just throw it out there for you now because of what you've said. Are we expecting a Linford Christie from you? Somebody who will run in his 30s at the Olympics? You still have the strength and desire.
Yeah.
I'm preparing Kenyans for you.
The next Olympics I'll be 32 and I'll be there.
You preparing us for a Linford Christie moment?
Of course.
Yeah,
of
that
course.
when in your uko those prime hapo mwisho ndio unatupigia gold.
Exactly, because I picked up my sprinting internationally when I was 25, so I'm giving it 10 to 15 years. So you know, like
umetweka kwa kalenda yako sasa.
Exactly.
You're targeting sprinting at 40.
10 to 15 years takes me to 40.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's my target. Wow. I want to stay here for longer.
Yes, because you started late.
Yes.
And now, Ferdinand, you are Africa's fastest man. What does the title mean to you personally and professionally?
Of course, like we've been talking about it right now, it hits me that I'm the fastest guy among 7 billion people, and I'm just here like seated. I'm a simple guy, but to some extent, I forget about that because I know that all of these things are vanity, like the titles, the money, the fame, and everything else. At some point, that will be all gone, once we go back to where we came from. All that is gone. So of course I'm proud of my achievements, but I don't forget that all this at some point I did not have, and there's someone bigger than us who can take all that away from you, Wow. So I know I appreciate every effort that I've done, and I respect all the achievements that I've had, but that doesn't really define me.
That's a very spiritual answer if you ask me. Now there's something that I was thinking about. What is your training regime? What's your training regime like?
So it depends, because now we're in off season, like we're not training, we're doing nothing, we're just resting, because we've had like a 44-week training regime and competitions. So now the part that you're going in starting next week is the pre-season. And that's
athletics has pre-season.
Yes.
Yes, utupeleke na rada.
So now that's where the work is done, because now from next week there are those days that we'll be doing up to 7 hours a day of training. Because now you're building up towards a very busy season coming up starting January. So the next 3 months are going to be crucial because now you're putting in the work.
So could you please give us just 1 day of your pre-season? 1 day.
So the hardest day I'll give you, say we start at the gym, do like two hours at the gym.
Your day, you just start your day for us.
From morning.
Start your most difficult day.
My most difficult day.
Hiyo.
So wake up at around 6. Breakfast of course is prepared by then. Prepare yourself, get your breakfast after like 45 minutes because wezi amka na udishi.
Favorite breakfast yako.
Favorite breakfast on a hard day like now the one that I am having now in this interview is I always love to have proteins in it. And carbs in it as well. So I prefer sometimes to have rice in the morning because that will carry you through the day. And of course a bit of supplements because you need that energy going, so you pack a bit of supplements in it like electrolytes because you lose a lot of sweat during such a day.
So you're very conscious of what you're taking.
Of course. So I'll have my breakfast, pack some energy bars as well. So head to the gym, get there at around 8. Do a 2-hour session up to 10, and then as you transit to the field, you're resting. So that's another maybe like 30 minutes. Get the field, do an interval run. Most probably that will be an endurance day. So do intervals of like say 200 meters times 12 or 300 times 12.
Unakimbia mita 200 mara 12.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
No.
This is the guy who was dreaming of racing.
No. You will still do. Now, take me slowly. 200 meters.
Yes.
Is the is the Rudisha thing?
No, that's 800.
800.
No, that's 800. 200 meters is the double 100.
Yes.
Half a lap.
12 times.
12 times.
Yeah, so you do one, do a 2 minutes rest, do another 2 minutes, do another until the first set takes 6 reps. And then rest for 5 minutes to 8, and then do it again.
Okay, so when you're doing that, you're timing yourself, of course.
Yeah, of course, so coach is there and is giving the times.
What are the averages at that during that tough day?
So that's like 27 seconds. Do 25 to 26, 27 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you're doing that repetitions of 12, or if not that, you're doing 300 meters times 12 as well. Yeah.
Now, when you start that, 200 times 12. When you start the 200 times 12, you say you go like 12 times, right?
Yes.
And you time yourself on each of them.
Yes.
Now, do you find others like when you're in the 6th or the 7th one? Is it much slower than the first one?
That's why you're timing them so that you maintain a certain pace. So if you start going faster, you will not. That workout is of no essence.
No essence to you.
If you go slow again, that means your body is
so
tiring.
So you have to keep like
So
what you say 27, 25.
So it's all calculated with your target goal. You know.
Okay.
So let's say your target goal, you want to run a 200 of 20.0 seconds.
Yes.
So you're doing like an 85% or a 95% of the target goal. So
What?
when you do that, it gives you the time that you need to run in those intervals. Yeah. So that's what you do in those 12 runs.
So just from this interview, I've now understood how Oblique Seville is the world champion.
Yes.
It's hard.
It
It's
is
really
not
tough.
easy.
It's not easy.
So
So I'm coming from the gym for that session.
saizi.
So
Umetoka kwa gym.
umetoka gym
Alafu
for hours.
umekimbia.
Alafu umeingia 12 runs.
Okay.
So then once you're done with that, go for lunch.
Okay.
Have your lunch. Come back at around 3:30, 4. Now you're hitting now a different energy system.
Evening session.
So in the morning we've been doing endurance, right? So now we focus on something else. So we do like core. So you do an hour of core exercises. And then after that do hip mobility. So we do like 12 hurdles that are arranged.
Oh,
so you just like
that's
go
when
over.
you keep going over them like this. I see you guys.
You just go over them because of your hip mobility. After that, do like a speed session. Do like 80 meters times 6. Yep.
Fedi. Unakimbia 80 meters mara 6.
Yep.
Ya speed sasa. Upiga 100 unapiga 80.
No, upiga 80 sasa. So 100 meters is divided into different segments, right?
Okay.
So there's the first segment that's always from 0 to 30 meters.
Okay.
That's the dry phase. That's the acceleration.
Oh, so before you start
Before you
up,
start, before now you start
the dry phase.
That's the dry phase. So there's a day that
tuseme
you
kama
train.
Layman kama mimi tunasema hapo ndo gear 1.
Hapo ndo gear 1.
Tunaondoka.
Actually that's not gear 1 because we move from 0 to around 40 kilometers per hour in less than 1 second.
Yeah?
Yep.
We
You running or somebody throws you?
It's you
Si
running.
mtu amekurusha.
Yes, apara.
So
40 kilometers per hour
Exactly.
in less than a second.
In less than a second because you need to build that speed into like 43, 44 by the time you get to 80 meters.
With a clean human body.
Yes.
Well,
So once you get to like, so like 0 to 30, that's one segment that's trained in a different day.
Okay.
That speed session and acceleration session. There are those workouts that are dedicated to that
period.
And then there's that 30 to 80. That's the high speed running. That's where now
when you're moving straight up, your
Yep.
body is straight up.
Yes.
Sasa tunaondoka.
so
Tunakata mboga.
up on the training and strength and everything comes in. And then now there's the last 20 meters. That's where everybody in the world, that's where the human body gets to the limit. And then now there's a training for 80 to 100 because now you have to slow your deceleration. Usidecelerate haraka. So there's a certain workout for that. So those are different components of 100 meters. So when you see you're doing core,
and all those things you're doing within 9 seconds.
Everything you're doing within 9 seconds. There's no time to think. All of these things you have to be unafai kwe kwa akili by the time you get that field.
How often does an elite athlete like you breathe in and out
Twice
during that run?
3 times in 100 meters.
Kusha inatosha.
Once umetoka kwa block you're breathing in, and then at 30 meters you're breathing out because you now need to relax. Everything needs to relax. As much as you're exerting a lot of pressure, you need to do that while relaxed. And then you breathe out. You breathe again in when you're at 80 so that it pushes you to the finish line.
So by the time unamaliza race, umemaliza kubreathe.
Imeisha. And it should be done subconsciously, not like you're
thinking about
no,
it.
You're not thinking about it.
Out, in,
no, it should
finish.
be done
And
in training over and over and over.
And when you cross the line, you're finished. Do you have a set distance where you will decelerate until you stop?
No. Kwanza ukiwin race you can go up to paka.
Because I remember when you broke the record when you did the 977.
Yeah.
You actually decelerated after about 200 meters.
Yeah, I mean,
again.
like the field is yours,
yes.
the moment is yours. You need to do that.
Doesn't the speed you've come with dictate how the body decelerates?
Exactly as well. So once you start decelerating too quick again, that will affect your deceleration after. Yep.
Wow.
Yes, and you faced several challenges from skepticism and everything else. How do you manage
these challenges, and what is your mental state during these hard times?
So of course, you learn and grow as years and days go by. But there's this one quote that I live by that says, I'll put it on me. I tell myself every time, I come from a very humble family, and I come from old town with old houses that have very sad stories, right? Yep, they have very sad stories. So I'm not in this space to compete or impress anyone.
Okay.
I'm just here to change the storyline.
Wow. Okay.
And,
And
fight the battles that our parents never won.
Yes.
So if I put that in my mind, I tell myself, I'm not here to impress anyone. I'm not here to compete with anyone. And if at all, let's say, I stop running today, people will move on to the next athlete. Nobody will care about you. Nobody will
good attitude,
take
man.
care of your bills.
Wow.
So you have to wake up every day knowing that dream is yours to carry. Not even your family, closest family member will
absolutely realistic.
Yep. So that's what I live by. And it has carried me through a lot. Yeah.
And what role has mental strength played in your journey?
Yeah, and do you do those psychological?
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very important because in races, it's 90% mental.
90%?
90% mental because most of the time you'll get guys who come and intimidate you.
Okay.
On those runs, especially those guys
inside
scenario moja.
So is it like when you're on the blocks, you see there's always some particles on the track.
Yes.
So if you're going against a very fierce rival and he knows this guy is weak mentally, I'll just take some particles and throw them on your lane when you're on your marks. So I mean, like,
psychological games.
That's a game psychologically. Or maybe when I'm coming in with water, I'll just pour it on your lane. So like, if
play around with people's mentality. Yes,
the same thing that some athletes do. They just come and jump in front of you.
Yes, I remember how Noah Lyles jumped into the Olympics. He came intimidating everyone around him.
That's basically just psychological. So that's why I say races are 90% mental. And sometimes you get into stadiums that are like 80,000 filled with fans, and with that you can be intimidated because you're like, now you're questioning yourself. Many a times I walk into stadiums, I'm like, can I just go back? Because man, the pressure, the adrenaline, sometimes you don't control it, but you remember the quote. Remember that quote. You're not here to be in competition with anyone. You're here to change the storyline.
Change your storyline.
And do you have some of these antics like splashing water on your...
No, I'm not that kind of athlete. I was just giving you scenarios of how you should be strong mentally. No, I'm not that kind of a person because I respect so much any person who comes on that start line. Because I've lived the journey, especially this year when I had that injury. I've lived the journey, and
that was my next question.
Yeah, like I've seen how hard it is to get that start line. So I can't intimidate anyone. And now I'm one of the pioneers in the sport right now in 100 meters. So every kid or every athlete walking into that stadium with me knows he respects me.
Yes,
because of what I've done. So I have to do the same to them. So I'm not that kind of guy.
Now, if I may ask, how would you describe this season coming into Tokyo? You know, before, how has your season been, and has it met the targets that you set to yourself beginning of the season?
Thank you.
Actually, this season has been tough. You know, I'm from running. There's a season I did 12 sub-10s.
12 sub-10s.
12 sub-10s in 2023.
Man, you can run, man.
I did
12 sub-10s in a year.
Yes. I did 12 sub-10s in 2023. And now coming into a season that I haven't done any sub-10. For me, that was a very tough season to, you know.
And you were the first person to do a 977 from 2022.
Yeah.
It was you.
Yeah.
Did a 977.
Yep.
Okay.
So coming into this season, of course, we were trying to get a peak of Tokyo, but then coming close to Tokyo, we had an injury.
Okay.
So the injury was I tore my tendon twice.
What?
So it was bleeding, and we didn't know that I had
from inside.
Yeah, from inside. So because of the busy schedule that we had.
So was it the knee?
No, hamstring.
Hamstring.
Yeah, the hamstring. Yeah.
It was torn double.
It was torn. The tendon now. The tendon that attaches the hamstring to the glutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that part was
painful,
So it was bleeding, and then there was blood clots. So the muscles didn't get a proper line to like move and flow. So it was affecting the hip and as well as the also was this muscle.
Did they make you take some aspirin?
No.
Because a blood thinner.
No. So I mean that was a hard
time.
hard time because now even 4 days to the World Championships, we didn't know if I'm going to compete. So thankfully to the medical team of the Team Kenya, they made sure that we get to that start line and compete.
Okay.
So it was very hard because I didn't know that I'm going even to that start line. Even for me, get the semi-final for me was
an achievement.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Now we know, but they should be telling us these things, but don't they interview you before you go for these races, and don't they ask you how you're physically feeling at that time, and then you tell me I'm just from an injury and I wasn't even sure I'm going to run today.
They do. I did tell the world about that. Yeah, but of course I'm that person who really hates excuses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hate excuses. If it's not your day, it's not your day. You haven't performed. Uja perform, and that's the bottom line of it. So I'm that person who challenges myself so much. So such a season was hard to take, but I'm a very positive person because I believe I'm here for a reason. I didn't get to this journey just to end it here. It took me 6 years to run a sub-10. I believe the world medal will come one day.
Okay.
I know we just have to be patient.
Amen.
And this one is hard because now I'm being patient with a lot of people.
Yes.
Together with
just you.
Yeah. Previously it was just me. It was
now
just
you're being
me.
patient with the whole country.
Yeah.
When, Omanyala, when?
Yeah, it's hard to be patient with the whole country, with sponsors, with
including haters.
Exactly. I mean,
I get you.
But I believe that one day we'll get it. We'll get it.
And was there a time you considered giving up? And if so, what pulled you back in?
No, many times, man. Many times. There are those days that you run a race and you're like, man, what did I do? You're feeling okay, you're healthy, but the rest didn't go as you wanted, and you've been putting in the work. There are those days, we want to give up, but again, gets back to that quote, man. It's getting back that quote.
Okay.
You're here for yourself, and if you stop it now, someone will come and
Sport FM, hello.
Yeah.
There's somebody on the phone, yeah?
Okay.
Sport FM, hello. Amepotea, he'll be back definitely.
Okay. So I'd wanted to ask you before the phone caller. You've done this thing your own way, and people are looking up to you. There are next generations of athletes. I'm sure you've seen youngsters who are now trying to emulate you. Do you think AK, according to your experience, is doing enough to unearth the next Omanyala for this country? Because they didn't unearth you. That one, nobody do.
That was for me. It was a good mistake.
Yeah. This was all you and your dream.
I think for me, this is on me.
Okay.
Because I'm the one who's done it, and it's upon me now to make sure that there are other people coming.
Oh, you're doing it on a personal level.
I want. That's why there's Omanyala Foundation.
Yeah.
So I want to go through with it.
Hello, Sport FM. Hello, Sport FM. Somebody somewhere doesn't want to talk.
They could be starstruck. How many?
Starstruck na kuoni. Hello, Sport FM.
Okay.
Amepotea na huyo tena. Wanapotea tu. But trust me, I believe he's the same guy.
Okay.
He's the same guy who's trying again and again. Different people don't come back to back.
Keep trying, guy. And Omanyala is still here for another 20 minutes at least.
Yeah.
At least.
Because we might even keep him here for longer. I
have the controls here.
So you said, so my question was, AK is not doing enough to unearth. I mean,
no. One thing, I'm not protecting them or covering them or anything. But there's one thing they did last year that was very impressive.
Okay.
They got sponsors on board, and with the sponsors on board, we had so many events.
Okay.
And this year,
hello, Sport FM.
Hello. How are you?
We are good.
I'm Joy from Upper Hill.
Joy from Upper Hill.
Oh.
How are you? Have you been?
We are good. Welcome to Sport FM.
Do you have anything to ask the fastest man in Africa?
Honestly, I can't hear you. You are breaking.
Do you have anything to ask the fastest man in the continent?
I want to say hi to him.
How are you?
He's doing great.
Thank
I
you.
love what he's doing.
Thank you
And the
so
last
much.
time I checked, he wasn't okay. I want to know if he's doing good.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to know whether he's doing good?
No, I'm okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. That's
Asante.
cool.
Asante.
Asante.
Any
Yeah,
questions?
keep it up.
Asante.
Okay.
I
Thank
don't
you.
have any questions.
Asante.
Thank you very much, Joy.
You're welcome.
Haya.
That is what we call star-stricken.
Ameshindwa kuongea.
Joy just wants you to keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, such messages are the ones that keep me going, you know.
And she was
Yeah,
asking
yeah,
about
yeah,
your
yeah.
welfare. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I think your name is just provoking too many phone calls.
By the way, she's
Hello,
off.
Sport FM.
Oh.
Oh, Joe.
Joe Nini.
Daddy free.
Hey,
Liaje.
fiti.
Poa.
Alivia Fedi.
Asante bana.
Lulu na Lui. Mko aje?
Niko
Poa.
fit sana.
Oh, ni Gabi.
Hey, sema Gabi.
Oh, usijali ni ile kichwa ndio imejaa ndio kutokea job. Na wasikiza the whole day, usijali.
Aha.
Haina mambo.
Kwa hivi, niko na swali kwa Mr. Fedi.
Yeah.
Aha.
Karibu is here.
Have you ever wished you were tall?
Okay. Atakujibu.
Like really?
Have Ferdinand ever wished that he was tall? Because kuna kitu huwa inanisumbua. Sasa mimi upenda Fedi. Kwanza hebu imagine just somebody from out of nowhere, perhaps 100 meters Kenya.
Yeah.
Really? Imagine also the world, kila mtu anauliza Kenya, really? Kenya. Kenya.
Yes.
And then if yes, why? And if no, why? Alafu by the Ferdinand umeimprove sana. Kuna kitu moja the last time nilikuwa nasikia interview wako somewhere. Kitu kama water ulikuwa unasema tu water. Siku hizi nasikia unasema water. Baze uko juu.
Asante sana. Nikuongea kizungu sana.
Mimi watu watakuja kunimaliza.
That was funny.
That was fun. Wow. So you were saying you were talking about something.
No, let me answer the guy first.
Yeah,
Yes.
please, yeah.
Please answer
No,
him.
I mean, like, I never want to be different the way I am. And of course, so many people tell me that ningekuwa mrefu, I could have more strides, but no, I mean,
That's what they think.
You need
Because
the-
when they
this-
look at you
yeah.
with the pace you have and with the body of Usain Bolt, you would have beaten his record. That's what they think.
that's what they think.
Yes.
But we all created different. And remember, Johan Blake, you know Johan Blake?
Yes,
Johan
I know,
Blake,
we know Johan
Blake is
Blake.
not as tall as,
Yeah.
but he's run 969.
Yeah.
He's beaten
He's a man who
Bolt
has
a couple
beaten
of
Bolt
times.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tyson Gay is not as tall as well, but he's run. So with tall athletes, they have a disadvantage. They are not so fast in the first 30 meters.
Okay.
So-
Mpeleke na mtaratara because you told me you want to answer him.
Yeah.
Unampa jibu
Nampea
kamili.
reasons.
Yeah.
So with tall guys, they struggle a bit with their
The first 30.
the
The
first
drive
30
phase.
Yeah, the drive and the takeoff from the blocks. But for us, I'm a power sprinter. Power sprinters use a lot of their energy from the blocks.
Okay.
So my reaction time and my explosiveness from the blocks really helped me a lot.
That is
I-
what propels you.
Exactly.
Okay.
So with that, I am contented with how I am.
You're the kind of people who if you have a good start, nobody's catching you.
Kuna mtu atanishika bana. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, out of curiosity, I'd like to know, how do you take care of yourself during the off season? You know, when you have a lot of free time, and you see,
Especially after a rigorous season.
and your body is a busy body.
Yeah.
To the, you know,
Yeah.
how do you take care of yourself? Unajua, there comes a time when you crave something you should not be eating.
No, I mean, like, along the season, I eat burgers sometimes.
During the season?
Yep.
Wow.
Because it's once in a while.
Okay.
And we burn it tomorrow in training. So, I mean, yezi hard.
Si mambo ya daily.
No. But yeah, taking care of myself during off season, I have to remember that this is an office.
Okay.
My body is an office. So you don't want to mess it up because you're going back to work in like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, you know.
Ofisi yako ni mwili yako.
Office yangu ni mwili yangu.
Umenimaliza. Hapana cheza na ofisi.
Yeah.
Big big statement. This is my office.
This is my office.
Like I don't mess up with this microphone.
No.
Just the same way we take care of this office when we're here is the same way you take care of your body.
Exactly.
Utaki mchezo na ofisi.
Yep.
Now, when it comes to your body, what is your biggest fear when it comes to physical setbacks?
Biggest fear is injury, of course, because that drills you like in a kila kitu you've been doing for the last couple of months. So you have to take care of it like big time. So that's why we do a lot of recovery sessions. So for pro athletes, it's really important. We invest a lot of money in recovery.
Wow.
So you get when you go to training, you want to be better the following session. So after training, you have to take care of yourself, sleep well, go into those ice baths, go into those
unaingia kwa hizo mabucket.
Yeah, we do ice baths.
Natetemeka huko ndani.
Exactly. And we do flotation therapies, we do massages, we do a lot of things for recovery.
And what was going through your mind when maybe your doctor told you that you wouldn't participate in the Diamond League, so you had to come out with a statement and announcing everything? Nini?
No, that was hard. I wanted to push it, but that decision came after the race that we ran in Brussels, because we were number 7.
Yes,
which
I
was
remember.
very bad. And so my reputation was on line.
Yes.
And of course you have to remember that health comes first.
Yeah.
Amen.
So it means I told you I had a tendon issue. So the worst that could happen is the tendon just ruptures all of it, and then the 2 muscles don't have an attachment. So that will be as bad as it sounds.
The Achilles, yeah?
The hamstring.
The hamstring tendon. So when you think about that, you remember that you have a longer career, so you just overlook the rest that's coming.
Okay.
Did you get any pressure during the time from the fans, from the media?
No, I mean, I know how to control that. I have a very good team also who knows how to control that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you please give us a mental glimpse of your race day? What is it like? You know?
I mean, I struggle because...
Especially in the Diamond League.
Yeah, the Diamond League.
Yeah.
There's a race that happens at 10 p.m.
Indio?
You have a whole day to wait for that 10 seconds.
I think. Oh, yeah.
The whole day to wait for 10 seconds.
To wait for 10 seconds. You've traveled miles and miles away to run 10 seconds. So it's always hard because I carry my video games with me. I try watch something because on that day I don't really get to talk to people a lot because I believe in my own space during the day. So it's always a hard, like time is ongangi. And then the moment you start dressing up for the race, time inaanza kufly.
Okay.
So it's always a tough one, but I've gotten used to it. But there's nothing like getting used to adrenaline rush.
Hakunaga hiyo.
Always there.
Ni adrenaline,
It's always there. Hata kama umekimbia
kama
races
kifo,
ngapi.
huwezi zoea kifo.
Exactly. So I always try to find some things to do during the day and just to pass time and your time is haraka.
Which brings me to my next question. Now, outside the ground, what hobbies, what games, like what else keeps you grounded apart from athletics?
I do, like I said, video games. I love driving. So like say I'm visiting friends a lot because the next time I'll visit you again.
Maze labda next year jo.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni uluya.
Exactly maze. Unajua ukienda kwa mzee unajua utakosa food.
Wacha nikusalimie papa. Unafanya vizuri kutembelea wajomba.
Nashukuru.
Ndio mno papa.
Sunday.
I've had lunje in this studio since 3 p.m.
Hey, na bado utakoma.
And now, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Some 2 hours before a race. What are you listening to when you're going to the, unasikiza nini? What makes you calm? What nini utuliza hizo butterfly? Unajua mimi najua kuna butterfly kwa tumbo always. Unajua?
Hiyo iko sangi.
Naweza guess hiyo wimbo. Ile unasikianga? Stem panda.
No.
Panda.
Actually, I do the opposite. What I do
is high school.
Is this idea. What I do is I watch my races.
Okay.
I go back to watch my races like because when you watch it itakuwa ingrained into you because that's you.
Okay.
So I watch my good races before my races so that when I get there
najikumbusha
maze, this is who you are. This is who you are. This is what you've done. So I do that a lot.
And when you're on the track, does it really matter to you who else is on the track? Like leo hawa ni kina nani, naona Noah pale, naona nani hapa,
Of
does
course,
the lineup
we do check the lineup before we go into these races.
Okay.
and that matters because now you understand that you're with someone who is faster at the end of the race or who is good at the start of the race. So that gives you the adrenaline pump because unajua hapa nikisleki kidogo
ndio nimeachwa
huyu
aletaki jokes hapo
and of course the kind of races that you're the kind of lineup that you're going in against is what will determine how serious your mind will be going into that race. So if you know this race is a race that if nikicheza tu na lose race your mind prepares your body so well that once you get in that start line the adrenaline pump is so high that you run a good race.
My question just to add to what Peter has asked you, when you're in that lineup, lane 1, lane 8, lane 3, lane 5, which is the most difficult lane to win from and why? Because I hear Oblique won the race and he was in the outer lane. So how hard was it for him? And
it was
hard. Take us through those lanes.
But I think for him he had an advantage because Tebogo's not here.
Okay.
I think Tebogo's on one of his sides. So he can see like how the race is being run.
And from wide you can see everyone.
Yeah, but when you're in good shape, those things don't matter. Because remember Shakari won from lane 9 in 2023. So those doesn't really matter. They don't matter
when you're in good shape.
When you execute your race and I'm always being told run in your tunnel. Because
uko peke yako
uko in your tunnel. Remember Gatlin in 2017 he beat Bolt from lane 8.
Yes.
So you just have to run in your tunnel. Because if you try and run with the guys, it means unaweza kuona run against a slower person and you're running his race.
Itakuwa ngumu.
And now something very important that I would not like to not ask. You've just made changes in coaching.
Good question. Good question. Thank you.
Yes. I'll say this. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Because of course we had our agreements and stuff. But life has lessons, you know, and every time we have an experience, we draw lessons from that. So all sportsmen and women out here will want the best for them. You see, even with the big teams, most of the time they change coaches
managers,
and technique. It doesn't mean that the coach was bad. It just means that something wasn't working somewhere, you know. So you appreciate what they do in your life, and
then sometimes they even come back to the teams they were with before.
Exactly. So that thing happens.
So we shouldn't be worried about such a thing.
No. I mean, like, we're all sportsmen. We want the best for ourselves. The team wants the best for us. So that's what as sportsmen we do.
I still want to know what kind of games you play off the field.
Of the field in terms of other games.
Yes.
No,
like games that you mesema during your pastime and everything.
No, I do play basketball.
You still have the passion.
Yeah, I still know how to do those 3 points. There's one person once when he listens to this, she'll be very happy because she's beaten me in so many games. But I do play basketball with my friends. Video games, we do a lot of PS.
Which ones?
The FIFA.
Unapenda kucheza FIFA
mbaya. And it brings the adrenaline, you know.
When ni mkali
mimi mbaya.
Now another question. I'm looking at time and I think this is very unfair. Now
time fly man.
Now I need you to give us an insight into your foundation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I started this foundation, because I've had situations in this country where it's very unfair. You get people play a whole weekend or a whole week just to take home 5,000 shillings or just to take home 3,000 shillings.
Yes.
So my aim with the foundation is to professionalize sports. I want sports to be seen as a source of income.
Yani mchezo si mchezo.
Mchezo is mchezo.
Ndio hiyo. Mchezo ni ka?
Mchezo ni kazi.
Yes. Now you're talking.
You're talking Kirumba's language.
Yes.
That's what I want for this country. I want parents to really appreciate sports because parents right now ukiambia mtoto akwambia anataka kufanya sports, you're like no, achana nayo. So we want to take that away and I'm a living example because I've made a career out of athletics. So the foundation basically is to do that, and we've started with different events. We want to create events and bring prizes into the events, call for partnerships with different companies to come and support this cause. But the main aim why I started the foundation was because of sprinters. I want to start as low as primary school. So the plan is to start from primary school, identify these kids, sponsor them in the specific high schools that we are having conversations with. We want to send coaches into this high school so that these guys start training sprints from high school. So that once they are done with high school, we have a partnership with one of the clubs in France. We'll take them there for specialized training. And then now that will be a career path for these sprinters. So that's the plan for the foundation.
Now I'm thinking you're actually going to bring who is it Gatlin's dream into fruition. I was listening to his show on YouTube on TikTok the other day, and he was talking about Kenya. He spoke about you and spoke about Africans, and he said that in the next 2 world championships or 2 major events, the world championships and Olympics, Africa will sweep this short races.
Of course.
He was saying that this is where the next sprinting kings are coming from the continent of Africa.
The wave has started. And I tell guys that we have awakened a sleeping giant because the talent is there.
Yes.
The resources are there. It's just that we overlook and we look at how the USA guys are doing it, but we can create what we have.
Right
we
at
can
home.
use what we have to get what we want. So the wave is coming, and we have already
you share
shown
the same dream and belief with the Gatlin that Africa is the place to go for sprinting. The next sprinting domination is coming from this
from
continent.
Africa because, as you saw, the 4x4 world champions right now, Botswana. So you see, like it's
and he was alluding to the fact that they're still young.
Exactly.
That team can break the world record.
Yes.
They were talking about their ages.
And they ran a very good time in very bad conditions.
Yes.
So I imagine what's going to happen in future. So we just need other countries to also believe. Like now for Kenya, it's me to take charge. For South Africa, it's Simbine to take charge.
So you have already pointed out the heads.
Of course. Like now the 4x1.
I'm not taking jokes around the...
No, like now the 4x1 Kenyan team, we are going to start as early as November because we've already shown that we can do this. And now we're going to start as early as November. We start our trainings. Wow. And I'm going to take charge. Yeah, I'm going to take charge.
Napenda.
Now, what is your inspiration outside athletics? Who is your best friend outside athletics? Like, who can you spend the whole day with and they won't mess your mind?
I have a couple of people who, when I have my issues, I just like reach out to them and I just tell them, man, today is hard. Today is very hard. We talk about so many things. And I have a couple of them. I'll say like 3 or 4 that I can just sit down and say, man, imekuwa ngumu for me.
They're not in the public eye. They're your personal friends. Ni watu unataka kwa keep hivyo tu.
Yeah, wache ika hivyo ndo wasisumbuwe sawa.
Wasisumbuliwe sana. Watu atenda kuongea na malaya wanzako Omanyala jo. Mwambie jo.
Mdungie. No, but I have people that I just, wanajuanga tu call yangu ikiingia whatever time of the night, time of the day is.
Wanakuelewa.
Wanajua. Umse anabeba a lot and we need to be there for them.
And if you could be remembered for anything beyond speed, what would you like it to be?
Legacy, man. I want to be remembered for legacy. It doesn't care, or I don't care how many medals I'll win, but what matters is how many lives I'll touch at the end of it all.
My friend. Sasa mimi ile kitu imebaki nikwambie because ya time. Ulikuwa ndo mundu wote wonye kusebla.
Tunataka nitume salamu.
Tuma papa.
Hiyo salamu.
Nimekupa pesa.
Natumako salamu kwa wote wanaoniamini.
Ndio.
Everybody who believes in me. Dio. Thank you, man. Like I said, tuko kwa hii journey pamoja. Let's be patient together. Amen. I know it's sometimes it's
frustrating.
Hard. It's frustrating.
Yes.
Sometimes like my manager's kids, they call me sometimes crying.
You give us hope and frustration in equal measure. Omanyala. Let me just tell you the truth. You give Kenyans hope and frustration in equal measure.
I know, but it's not easy as well for me. But I have to show that face. I have to keep smiling. I have to show you that I'm courageous for this, so that I carry this hope for you. So the only thing I request is let's just believe in the journey.
Amen.
Let's believe in this journey. Yeah.
Wow. Man, how time flies.
And that's 1 hour.
Manze, 1 hour.
An hour is done.
Hata tujaongea.
Crazy.
Niko na swali ya mwisho though.
Yeah.
Would you like to get into coaching? after?
Of course, I won't say I don't want to, because I feel like that's a calling that's calling me, you know, because knowledge and RP, you know. But one thing that I want to do is I want to really get into management. I want to manage athletes. I want to give the athletes the knowledge of, you know, we understand that there's an end to a career. So I want athletes to understand that unajua hii career we have it, but itaisha. Yeah.
Hello, Sport FM.
Hi guys, how are you?
We are good.
And I'm also fine.
And what's your name?
My name is Marian.
Aha, sema Marian.
Mimi nilikuwa nauliza tu mkoaje kwa ajili tu hali.
Watu Julia tu hali.
Tuko poa.
Yes. Tuko na Omanyala hapa kwa studio, Mario.
Uko na kitu unaweza mwambia Omanyala, the fastest man in Africa?
Yeah.
Unaweza mwambia?
I want to congratulate him.
Thank you so much
for achieving whatever he did.
Thank you.
It was a big thing, by the way.
Thank you.
Na kama uko na mtu.
Asante Marion. Thank you for being honest.
Hey, Allah.
I love the honesty.
Thank you Marion. Omanyala jibu swali bwana.
Yes. I'm out of the streets.
Marion.
Alisha sprint kitambo.
Alisprint akaondoka uwanjani.
But yako mbaya.
Kwa sasa.
Ni sawa transport your heartbreak, but niko kwa line. After all mtu ni mimi.
We, awachoki hawa.
Asante sana
Nice.
Marion.
Thank you Marion. Thank you
Marion.
I admire your confidence and courage.
All right, have a good day Marion.
Basi
Now-
angeniuliza kama
No,
niko
no,
kwa
no.
soko bwana.
That even opens my mind to something.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you handle such pressure?
You just need to understand
I'm
yourself.
very sure si Marion peke yake ameuliza hiyo swali.
Ni wengi man, ni wengi, but
Unatomboaje?
but you know, like there are principles that we put in place, and wezi ingia kila shimo.
Kweli.
You understand?
Kweli kabisa.
And sometimes I convert that kind of lust into a very good friendship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sawa Marion, you will be very good friends with Omanyala. Yes, no problem. No problem.
And I have very many single friends, by the way.
Unaweza patia moja.
Ashatetea mabeste zake man. Fadi, it's been a pleasure, big pleasure having you with us.
I've enjoyed. I wish you could do this for another 3 hours.
Yeah, by the way.
But sasa until next October, kwa sababu ya calendar yako,
Yeah, busy calendar next year. Busy calendar next year. Busy calendar.
Yeah.
All the best.
Asante sana.
May I predict something for you? Because I'm the son of a pastor.
Amen. Amen.
I am seeing 971 for you this year, this coming season.
Amen.
I am seeing it.
Amen.
And his name is Saint Paul.
So
I believe.
I'm seeing a 971, and when you make that 971, please promise me you will come and say thank you to me here in studio.
Deal.
971.
I'll come back.
Sawa.
Amen. Mungu asikie maombi na bariki na tupe nguvu. Amen. Amen.
And as the food is, I will eat ingo for that day.
Make sure kuna sherehe kubwa sana.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the fastest man in Africa. Ferdinand Omanyala has been here for an hour plus, and we are still feeling like detaining him, only that the schedule doesn't allow. But it has been one beautiful evening, and we hope immediately after his busy season he'll have time to come and be with us again at Sport FM.
Of course.
And remember, this is what we do, because we are Sport FM.
Yes.
And we are beyond sport.